News over news over news over news. After waiting for what feels like an eternity, we finally got news for the missing Season 6 episodes and for Miraculous Season 7. We got a trailer for the Season 6 final, we got release dates for Nemesis and Secret Protocol, and we got 2 synopses for Season 7 and for the Season 6 final. In this video, we will be going through everything step by step, and I will also tell you my theories. If you have a different opinion on something, or if you see me talking about something completely wrong somewhere, please write it into the comments. This is my first long form video that I'm doing like this. If you like it, please subscribe to the channel. It would absolutely make my day. And yeah, I have been talking for too long again. Let's start. To start everything off, I'll tell you the release dates of Nemesis and Secret Protocol. Secret Protocol will air on August 1st and Nemesis on August 8th on Disney Channel. With that being said, let's talk about the synopsis of those 2 episodes here. What you can see now is a picture from the synopsis for Season 6 in French. I'll show you the English translation in a bit. You can read the whole thing for yourself. What I want to be talking about are specific lines that catch my attention. So the first paragraph talks about the fact that they were not able to figure out who the new butterfly holder is right now, but the whole synopsis takes a turn into the second paragraph, where we get told that the heroes discover the full extent of Chrysalis. Chrysalis? I don't know how to say that actually. Anyways, they discover her full potential and use new strategies to defend themselves against her, which forces Chrysalis to reveal herself. In the next sentence, we then discover that those strategies have consequences on Ladybug's close circle, which is a super important detail that we will talk about in a second in the trailer. The trailer we got shows us a lot of new scenes, but also scenes we have already witnessed. I want to talk about the new scenes for now. Basically, in the first scene, we see Marinette talking about her having secrets and also declining Adrian's call, while telling Tiki that everything she does these days is lying. We can see her mental state dropping here, which might push her to a breaking point, reaching further into the trailer and the next season. Following directly after that, we get a shot of Marinette and Alia talking to each other. Alia is very angry at Marinette. She says that, and I quote, "So this is how being BFFs is like." And after that, she leaves the room saying that Marinette doesn't get to decide what's best for others. I honestly think the way Alia's reacting shows us that Marinette finally told her about Gabriel Agreste being monarch, or Alia figuring it out on herself and confronting Marinette. We don't know what from those 2 options is the case, but I personally can't imagine it being a different reason for both of them having a conversation like that. The next shot we see is in Adrian's room. We can see Marinette and Adrian sitting on his bed close to each other. Adrian tells Marinette that he knows that she is angry at his father, but also tells her that she should talk to him about it. Based on the lighting of the scene, I would say this plays after the end of Set Nanzi, but I'm not sure about that since the only familiar thing here is the lighting. Also, a small detail would be that Marinette turns her head away from Adrian while he is speaking to hide her facial expression. So the next scene might be the most important one in the whole trailer. We get a shot from Sabine and Tom. Sabine says, "Who's in the guest room?" and both of them make a shocked expression. The scene then cuts to Marinette being on the stairs and running to a door, leaning her head against it to hear better, or hear better through the door. I can imagine this being the guest room door. I'll come back to the synopsis now, because as I said earlier in the synopsis, we discover that Chrysalis has to reveal herself, and that it gets dangerous for Ladybug's close circle. I can honestly only imagine that we actually see Chrysalis being in the guest room here, which would be the first encounter of Marinette and Lila after her leaving the school in the earlier seasons. Uh, Now we see words on the screen. What if everything is about to change? And then we see the superheroes transforming one by one while Marinette talks in the background about being a superhero means keeping secrets, with the most important one being your identity. With the sentence together, this might hint that Ladybug's identity will get revealed in the near future, which I will come back to later. We also get a close shot on an akumatized villain who seems to be able to fly. Furthermore, Marinette keeps talking about being a hero, meaning being able to act under every situation. The last new shot in the trailer is that Cat Noir is on a rooftop, getting hit by either the Akuma's attack or an anti-Kuma. I think this is the scene where he is angry at whoever he's fighting in close combat. And based on the scene, I think I can safely say that the theories with it being Ladybug are wrong, because I think this is actually Chrysalis or the akumatized villain in the episode. Hello, Orca from the cut here. While cutting the video, because I thought, yo, that were all news, we got way more stuff to know. So we got a lot of pictures from Nemesis and Secret Protocol now, actually revealing the fact that Marinette's uncle will be the villain in Secret Protocol and be akumatized again. Also, we got revealed that the stone statue you saw earlier in the trailer is in fact called Nemesis. And based on the pictures, we can assume pretty safely that this is actually Marinette getting akumatized again after Hardfixer. We got pictures of Chrysalis talking to her basically in her sad state. After that, she most likely gets akumatized into Nemesis, which, as I said, is the stone statue. Based on what I said earlier while recording the video with Alia getting to know about the secret and the talk between Marinette and Adrian, I guess both of those scenes are before her getting akumatized. What is confusing though is that all of those, or most of the pictures, for example, the conversation between Alia and Marinette, is labeled as like season 7 news on the bottom, but is played in the season 6 trailer and also from Tifu in the conference, like in the conference video, we can see that below the facts for season 6. So I actually guess that this is season 6 and not season 7. So yeah, as I said, Marinette will get akumatized in Nemesis or into Nemesis in the finale again. We probably will get a lot of stuff revealed here. Most likely that being the secret from Gabriel Agrest, her identity as Ladybug to Chrysalis. Those are two options that I think are very, very, very likely now with what is happening in those pictures. Another little side note here as well is that we can see the stone statue and Ladybug earlier, even though a lot of fans, or basically everyone right now, is saying that Nemesis is Marinette. I personally think that the Ladybug we are seeing is not Marinette, but a sentient monster or an illusion created to hide her identity, even though I still think her identity will get revealed to Chrysalis in Nemesis or in the end of season 6. So, to get everything together now, my personal call is that in Nemesis we will once see Marinette and Adrian talking together, or end Alia figuring out that Monarch was Gabriel Agrest and because of that having to talk with Marinette. I would guess that we will in fact see after the talk Marinette being so sad that she will get akumatized. Okay, we just got a new scene from Gloop, my theory with Alia and Marinette talking, and after that, Marinette getting akumatized into Nemesis is, I guess, in fact correct now, with those 5 seconds of clip from Gloop. We basically see Marinette tearing up at the picture from her and Alia, and then tearing the picture into 2 pieces. I probably guess that after that she will get akumatized into Nemesis. That is the only thing that I can possibly imagine happening here, to be honest. I would also say that she is, or the Discord basically revealed it now because the position Nemesis flies from is the same Marinette gets akumatized, that Nemesis is in fact Marinette. I would say they create either a Center Monster or Illusion to try and fool Chrysalis. I don't think that Chrysalis gets fooled a second time. I think this time she actually finds out that Marinette is in fact Ladybug. While they are fighting, I would also say that the scene I showed you earlier with Cat Noir getting hit by the Antikuma is from Nemesis. Because, as I wrote there, the rooftop is different from the one we see in the Secret Protocol trailer, meaning that are not the same scenes, but the scene with the Antikuma is from Nemesis, where Nemesis hits Cat Noir with an Antikuma. And yeah, how the whole thing will end, I have no clue, but I am super excited for whatever will happen. I think that might be the best season final we ever got, even though of the whole waiting hiatus and stuff. I think this can be absolute great. I'm super excited for what will happen. Yeah, now back to the season 7 synopsis. So, with all of those news now, let's take a look at the season 7 synopsis. Basically, the first sentence we have Marinette's personal life is shaken. She discovers new allies she can rely on and talk more openly than ever before. I don't know who those new allies might be, but she can talk more openly than ever before might mean that she actually reveals the secret to Adrian in the season 6 final or in the first episodes of season 7 about Monarch. Because, well, she can talk more open if everything is revealed. Unfortunately for her, she also learns that some people around her are not who they claim to be and might betray her at the first opportunity. That can also be everything. We can see also with the season 6 final a lot of different persons here. One being Egla, obviously. The fandom was always suspicious of her maybe even being Cerise. Also, Zoe with being Fury here, the same thing. She basically already betrayed Ladybug. We have Mark and Nathaniel revealing their identities. We have Alia being very, very angry on Marinette. Also, Adrian here might be a thing, but I don't think that's the case actually. The next sentence, though, might be the most important one ever. At the same time, her relationship with Adrian takes a new turn. No longer able to bear hiding more and more secrets from him, Marinette decides to reveal the unthinkable to her longtime love. Yeah, I basically think she will reveal the Gabriel Agrest is Monarch thing and her identity to Adrian at the season 6 final already. That's why she becomes Nemesis, would be my call. Because I'm not sure, but if I remember correctly, we or Miraculous told us at some point that the first episodes of season 7 are basically what happened in season 6, but from a different POV or from Chrysalis' POV, something like that, if I remember correctly. So I think the first 2 episodes or first 3 episodes are more or less the season 6 final, but written differently or from a different perspective, which then would make sense that the synopsis of season 7 being what happens in the season 6 final. Also, like the things from season 7, the scenes we saw earlier with Alia and the stuff from season 7 written in the corner below that in the season 6 trailer. That basically just means the episodes are similar, but from a different perspective. then everything would kind of make sense, I would say. Yeah, I think she will reveal everything to Adrian here. We will get to know the secret is open. We will get to know Ladybug's identity. Chrysalis will get to know Ladybug's identity here, is my call as well. Which then leaves us a completely new dynamic for season 7, with completely new relationship stuff, because we don't know how Adrian will react to the secret being revealed. We don't know what Chrysalis will do with her might, knowing that Ladybug is Marinette. So yeah, that will be a lot of stuff to handle for season 7. I hope there will be no new things pinged on the Discord, because I don't have that much time today anymore to add even more to the video. And because of that, I will end the video here. I hope you liked this, even though it was a bit much and a bit confusing, maybe because a lot of things got added later, since I don't have the time to record everything new. I hope you still enjoyed it. If you like those long form videos, subscribe to the channel, as I said earlier already. I am happy for a lot of comments. Please discuss in the comments if you have different theories on something. I will try to react to everything that I can. Have a nice day and see you in the next video. Bye!